Here we go. What's up? That's cool. What's up, guys? Welcome to Paul's Makerspace. I'm just making stuff in my apartment. Check it out. You know what I have to do though? You know what? Maybe I'll just make the easy stuff. I was gonna make some glue. So basically, what I'm doing right now, I'm making a little shelf for my bedroom. And I'm making it, as you can see, out of cardboard. I thought it would be cool to give it a little design. So, and it's like, this is very trendy right now, to do like kind of organic circles around the shelves. And I was just like, whatever, let's play around. The fun part about working with cardboard is that you can just like do anything. You can do anything. And if you do it with proper glue, hold on. I gotta figure out how to do this with like not just YouTube, but uh, school, like every place I can stream. Anyway, what makes it fun is that, like I was saying, you can make any shape you want. Any shape you want. So, this is my third thing that I've built, experimented with. This is another thing I'm playing around with. This is a stool that I made out of cardboard that I've paper macheing. The thing I'd say so far, my least favorite part of paper macheing is how long it takes. It takes kind of a long time for this stuff to cure, to dry. And if your strategy is to one and done, build stuff really quick, this is like not the fastest process. But you know, you do what you do. It's fun. It's still fun, and I genuinely like recycling materials. I do not. Okay, let's see. Nobody's watching this, so whatever. I don't actually care that much from a conservation perspective. Like, I don't really care that much to recycle cardboard because I'm like trying to save the earth. I just like the material, and I think it's abundant and it's free, and it's more of a practicality thing. It's like, how can we use this material in a more efficient way? So that's fun for me. Where's my other stool? What? Oh, it's right under the table. Yeah, so here's the other one. I got these two, and basically I've been experimenting. I've been watching tons of YouTube videos too, experimenting with different wheat pastes. I've made a wheat paste where I added baking soda and vinegar. It's supposed to be a little bit stronger, and actually this does feel really strong. That's crazy. Wow, it's fully dried now. That is insane. That is intensely strong. Wow. That is noticeably stronger than this. So that is actually true. The first stuff I did, I literally just mixed Elmer's glue and water, and that's still pretty good. I mean, like, see, I can like squeeze it though. This stuff I cannot squeeze. Like, that's how strong it is. That's nuts. I guess it does really work well. You know, I've seen a bunch of stuff on YouTube too that is like different, experimenting with different materials like cement, using epoxy and cement, which sounds fun. That could be really fun. But whatever, you know, like, it's cool. This is a little shelf because my apartment's so narrow and skinny. I have to walk through my bedroom to get to the other room, which is insane. And if you've never lived in New York or seen New York apartments, maybe it sounds crazy, but it is true. It's a very common apartment layout. They call it a railroad apartment. It's the bane of my existence, but you know, I'm doing what I can. And that's why this is a shelf that's so narrow, so thin, because it's going to go in the wall, and it's going to be between the walk spaces between it and the bed. So there's got to be like a hallway. And I really wanted something to like put my phone on and have like a little light and put my journals. That's what these slots are. Journals, and then I'll just have like cool knickknacks. I'll make it cool. Yeah, so this is so cool. Speaking of cool, I am like super stoked about this. You know what I should do for the live stream is just like, so you guys can see me make it. I should get like a little electric stove top thing that I can plug in and put right here and just make it for the YouTube stream. That would be fun. Just like show you the process. It's so easy. I mean, I knew it was easy, but I didn't think it was going to be as easy as it is. It's like kind of funny how it's basically like process that is truly what they say it is. You know what I'm saying? This is just Weetabix. I'm pretty sure. Did I add this? Here's the thing. I think the paper matters too. Paper obviously matters, but your joints, how you're folding the paper, like this is like a pain in the ass. Getting the paper to stick to this. I constructed these as two separate units, obviously, and glued them together. So like the cross brace part, the stool part it's actually pretty sturdy without any paper mache at all. So that's cool. But when you start fusing it together with the paper mache, that really, it gets super solid. The tricky part is connecting the seat and the stool part in these little right angle grooves here. Because if you're not, like, part of paper mache is like, you don't have to be perfect, which gives it its charm. I mean, that's part of it gives it the organic, handmade feel. So it's charming. It looks cool. It's like, that's really the goal. These are gonna all come out. I might do one more layer on top of this. This one's kind of done though. I think I'm gonna do one more layer on top of all this with the super, super strong stuff, the baking soda. I just can't believe how strong this is. It really is. I think but yeah, I was saying the paper because I just use junk mail. That's what this white paper is. It's just junk mail, which is funny. Nice way to get rid of junk mail. But it's a little more, I think it's the brown paper I'm using, like this is all wrapped in brown paper with like random pieces of scrap paper. There's a couple pieces of junk mail on it, but construction paper stuff. And this one my daughter was helping me with, so it's super cute. I almost don't want to paint it because I just like the way it's come out because she added all these things. But the fibers in recycled paper are chopped up. They're chopped up over and over and over and over again. And that's part of why recycling has so many issues over time. It's really hard to recycle stuff. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but recycling paper, specifically when you have like this kind of paper, this is like the stuff they stuff in Amazon boxes. This is just like crappy, low quality paper pulp from a bunch of other paper. I'm assuming. I mean, it's also basically butcher paper, which I think that's typically what butcher paper is. There's a lot of imperfections in it. Basically, the more shredded up it is, the more fibers. If you look with a microscope at a piece of paper, you're going to see long fibers. Maybe, I don't know, talking like I'm a paper expert. I'm not a paper expert. This is just what I understand to be true. But if you look at like recycled paper, it's just a mishmash of like really finely cut pieces of paper, of strings, of fibers. And that mishmash makes it way, way less stable. So when you soak it in glue, its hold is not going to be as resilient. Even though you may be able to like layer it. That's the thing I was having to do with this stuff. I was like doubling it and then applying it. Like I was painting a layer, holding it on itself, and painting that whole unit onto the spool. That's what these parts are. These are doubled up. They're still not as strong as the white paper. Like the white paper sounds like a solid object. It's like insane. So, it's fun. It's really fun. I'm gonna keep going with this. We'll see. I really, really want to make like a series of things. Like I don't even care. That's what this is. That's Paul's Makerspace, PMS. It's not just a kitschy, stupid, silly name. It's literally my initials, PMS. So I'm leaning into it. That's who I am. And for the Makerspace idea, I've been working with kids, making stuff, primarily art-focused things, like teaching them how to do collage, how to work in different styles of different artists. I run a little kids art program called Art Explorers Club, and I have a school community that I want to develop and really expand a community on the internet, especially YouTube, to engage conscious parents who value creativity, who want their children to be as versatile as they possibly can be, as prepared for the future as they possibly can be, to enable them the ability to do stuff that I think we just cannot predict. They're going to have so many resources at their disposal while simultaneously being inundated with just mind-boggling amounts of technology, of new social paradigms that as a result of that technology, just new frontiers of things. AI, obviously, just in the past 3 years, AI has accelerated into this. Who knows what it's going to become. I have a lot of thoughts about AI. I think it's fascinating. My grounded perception of it all is I'm more of an optimist. I don't like to be a negative person around AI. I don't like to be a doomsday guy because I care about my child's future. I care about the children. I think that the only way we're going to have a healthy, cohesive society is if we focus on our children. We have to focus on helping our children thrive. And part of helping our children thrive is enabling them the power to be creative individuals. I mean, we give them tools and resources, all sorts of things to play with, to learn. And if you can imagine a society where those skills are valued, they're really like at the top of the list, where we will have dramatically different society than we have now, just within a generation, I believe. If we really got a momentum of a community to prosper and really create this like structured movement to help children, I mean, like, it would be insane. It would be amazing. So tell me what you think. Let me know in the comments. If you want to do something like me and what I'm doing here, I'd love to know. I'd love to hear about anything that strikes your interest here. This is just one thing I'm doing. Part of my makerspace journey is building this for my daughter and I, and for our friends and kids and the kids that I teach. And like, while I've been using it, realizing that I kind of built it for myself. Let's be honest. In a lot of ways I did, because I've been craving a studio. I've been craving an art studio. I used to have an art studio in my 20s, and just the free ability to jump into a project whenever I felt like it. Man, just to have a space to work, to explore, to be creative, to figure out ideas, and to accomplish things. I mean, it's not just about playing around. It's about accomplishing goals. And those goals don't have to be oriented in such a way that, school and the education system loves to build a paradigm around. Like, goals don't have to be oriented around approval from adults. Goals can be ideas that you have in your head that you can actualize, that you can literally manifest. If you see something in your head, and I'm talking to kids right now, if there's an idea that you have that you can bring forth into the world, how else can you do it other than using creativity and using material resources at your availability, at your disposal? That's what a makerspace is all about. And the philosophy of Paul's Makerspace, PMS, experimental title, is that we can do this sort of thing everywhere, in every space. It's human nature. We can make a creator space. We can make a maker space in any environment, any place on earth. It's just all about our priorities and our own creative abilities. How do we facilitate this kind of environment? I have got a lot more stuff like that in my school community. So if it's of any interest to you, please check it out. I'll drop a link. Wait, maybe I'll drop a link in the chat. It's my very first YouTube live, so I have no idea what I'm doing. Although I can imagine it's not very difficult. My computer camera seems to have some weird glare thing that I cannot get rid of. I'll put my link to my school group in the chat. Here we go. Boom shakalaka. Let me know what you think. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Pretty sure this records automatically, but I have not tried that. This is all a good way to figure out what I'm doing. Let's keep it up. I want to stream every night this week. That's my goal. If I can get at least 5 people throughout the week to jump into the live, that'd be awesome. I would happily do this every morning, every day. Thinking about building a routine around it, and just like let me work on my thing, do it every morning or something. That could be cool. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good night. I need to go to bed. I'll speak soon.